Hey guys, kinggath here, and welcome to episode 28 of my Fallout 4 Sim Settlements Forever Let's Play. This episode, I have installed a couple of new mods. I installed Companion Carry Weight Transfer, which is a little mod that popped up that I think is just an awesome quality of life improvement. It lets you basically automatically assume the carry weight of your companion or companions. It might work on multiple, I don't know, but basically it's so you don't have to keep transferring stuff back and forth between them, which I absolutely love. So your carry weight just gets buffed and theirs gets reduced. So I'm using that, and then that required text input menu by Nyanka, so I went ahead and installed that. And then lastly, I installed Locky Bastard, suggested by Mr. J. Seems absolutely perfect for this character. It lets you use power armor to kick down doors, explosives to blow up locks, and you can use guns to shoot locks for instead of having a key or lock picking. So that seems like a lot of fun, especially because I haven't been investing in lockpick. All right, so what's going on with this guy? Is this another random settler we're gonna find? Yeah, you all right there, buddy? Or am I supposed to kill this spider here? What are you? You? Hey. Well, that was weird. Hey, you got something to say? Are you broken? I think we might have a broken NPC on our hands. Are you mute? No? Alright, well, I guess Warren here is nobody. If anybody knows what mod this is from, let me know. I'll come back later and see if we can score him as a settler if he turns out to be from one of those mods. Alright, let's head on to... Oh, I completely forgot what we were doing today. So, we grabbed one of the side quests that was added in patch 4.1.1, and these are some of the early game quests we've been adding to Conqueror slowly in the patches to kind of flesh out the leveling curve a little bit, so that if you're doing Jammer's Quest line exclusively for a character, that you don't get to points where you're just hopelessly outdone at the raids, because when you start to get to the raids in the southeast side of the map, they can get pretty nasty if you haven't been leveling up outside of his quest line. So these quests are some to fill in some of that, and eventually we'll probably expand on some of these characters that you do for some of these side quests. But we're gonna go ahead and knock some of these out because I'm not quite ready to move on with Jammer's quest line yet, mostly because I want to give people who haven't played through it yet a little more time to get through it. It's only been out for a couple of weeks now, so once we get probably 1 or 2 more episodes from now, and we'll start tackling that content. But for now, we are going to go knock out this side content. Yes, it is. Oh, beautiful. What are you fighting over here? Wow, that was a brutal scream. All right, I'll let you... You fight out. Oh, Psycho. Yes, please. Well, it looks like they got their hands full with some bugs, so we'll just leave them dog meat. Oh, there's a lot of enemies. I guess I should clear them out, otherwise I'm going to have to deal with them when I come out of here anyway. Well, let's not waste any more shotgun ammo. We are running seriously low. I've been clearing out every merchant I can find of their shotgun ammo, and it's still never enough. What do we got up here? Oh, could have had a dog. I remembered to grab a bunch of dog collars from Mall before going out, just because I keep running into dogs and I never have enough collars. Which is what there was an episode. I don't remember which one it was, but I kept trying to collar mutant dogs and couldn't figure. I thought everything was broken. It was just I didn't have any collars in my inventory. In fact, we changed the dialogue prompt for Mall that you get the collars to just say animal collars, so it's very clear that that's what you got to do to get those. All right, so let's hope everything worked. So this was a challenge to do. This is something I've been experimenting with quite a bit in some of these patches, and not because I wanted to necessarily, but because the writing demanded I do it, is figuring out how to hijack these vanilla cells kind of at runtime, so that we don't have to edit anything. We don't have to break anybody's break precomines or break anybody's mods. And so yeah, it worked. Cool. So we dynamically take over these locations and change out all of the NPCs to be the characters we want. So in this case, if I didn't read the note on cam, but I'll show it to you real quick. So if anybody wants to know what the heck's going on here, you can read it. But basically, Jammer left a note saying that he had ran into an old acquaintance that could use some help. Let's see if we can find where that note is. Here, Satellite Crew. There it is. All right, so I'm going to just flash that up for a second. I'll let you guys read it if you want, and then we'll exit out. All right, let's go talk to Daka. But basically, it's another little raider crew, and we're going to kind of try and earn some favor with them.
I'll do it right this time, I promise.
This is simple. I paid you to do a job. Didn't I?
Yes, but...
But what? The job isn't done. You don't have the money. Do you see the problem we're having here?
I'll get the caps. I swear to God I'll get you the caps.
No, you won't. And I'm not getting burned by you again, shitwit. Ugh. He got his brains on my shoes.
That's the best thing I figured out how to do in this game is
that was interesting.
have NPCs blow each other's heads off middle of conversation.
I like it less when I'm outsourcing.
All right, I'm listening.
Good, because I'm only gonna go over this once. So I expect you to listen. Jammer says you're almost useful. So prove it. I mean, shit. I don't trust that asshole any further than I can throw him. But he's got an eye for talent. And it looks like I have an opening for talent. Let's keep this short and sweet, eh? There's a man I need dead. You think you can handle that?
Yeah, I don't need to know more.
Okay,
I'm in.
let's get to work.
Great. Let's get this done then. The fucker's at Thicket Excavations, and if I know him, he's brought back up. Watch yourself. And don't fuck up.
Kill Sully Mathis. All right, let's go do it.
I am going to kill who did this.
You did that. What? She's commenting on the person she just shot. Oh, that's hilarious. Oops. There's text that you can set up, or dialogue, not text. Dialogue you can set up for NPCs, so where they'll comment on corpses they find, and we tend to try and do dialogue for if they find an ally or a friend or an enemy, and then I wonder if I mistagged. I must have mistagged her dialogue to comment on enemies with the one that was supposed to be for friends. Oops. All right, so I think we're right next to Thicket Excavation, so we can go knock out Sully real quick. Sully, for those of you guys who don't know, is the guy who is set up at Thicket Excavations with who he has the quest to kind of reactivate and drain the place, and he's actually a raider, but he's in disguise. So spoiler alert, I guess, from this 4-year-old game. Yep, there he is. Hey, bud. I mean, I don't know why we would bother talking with him. Though you'd think he'd be a little weary if a guy coming up in Raider power armor walks up behind him. No? You're cool? Well, that was easy enough. All these scribbles. So this, I think this is something we threw on here. Let me check. Oh, yeah, okay. So we wanted to make sure that people could still repair the pipes and drain the place, and you can technically do it without actually needing a quest. As soon as you go start playing around with the little bubble activators down there, it automatically triggers a quest, even if Sully is dead, which is something cool we figured out so that we could do stuff. Oh, looks like there's his backup that Daka mentioned. Let's go ahead and knock these guys out real fast. Legend? What? You just got wrecked. Oh, I guess this is... come here. So, eat it. One of the things that's funny with the way Fallout 4 works, because I'm doing what are basically meant to be early game quests that get injected in, is everything is kind of level scaled for the area you're in. So I'm in a super low level area. So even though this is a legendary NPC, oh, another legendary wrench. I'm gonna have to. Oh, unsuccessful block. I'm not blocking. Get out of here. I was gonna say it might be some competition for Big Jim, but not even a little. Anyway, so even though they're legendary, this is such a low level area that it doesn't really matter. All right, what do we got in here? We got some goodies. Stim pack. I'll take it. Okay, so here, this is where our new mod should kick in, but it doesn't seem to be. So clearly I'm doing something wrong. Wait, let's see here. Unlock. No, that's not what we want. Okay, let's just try that. No? I guess this is going to be one of those things where I need to RTFM. And I thought I did. I thought I understood how the Lucky Bastard mod works, but clearly I don't. So, yeah, I'm going to just figure it out later because I don't have a lot of time to game tonight. But I'm going to leave these here as my test. I'll come back off camera maybe another day and figure out how to get that mod working because I love that idea of being able to shoot my way into locks. But we are going to go ahead and just drain this place real quick while we're here. I don't want to sink to the bottom, so we got to ditch the power armor. Let's see. Oh, did I just take everything? Ugh, I hate that. Also, why did the starlight thing just come up all of a sudden? That's weird. The HUD issue there, which I mentioned in last week's video, I actually do have it fixed, but I don't have the alpha build installed on this on my Let's Play. I'm still using a live version, so tomorrow, I would guess, by the time this normally airs, tomorrow you guys will get a patch that will hopefully finally fix that. It's actually an issue with Workshop Framework, not with Conqueror. It was something I thought I fixed and totally failed to include the code the code change I made. It just didn't make it into the patch, even though the patch notes said it did. You know, I was getting sour on animated chems redone for a while because it was the delay was driving me nuts. But that's really actually a good thing for balance. And I was reminded of that by Juice Head recently when I saw his. Oh, crap! I forgot this happens. Well, let's get in the power armor. When he did one of his videos about the fact that animated chems redone does end up adding a little bit extra balance, which is cool. Makes me feel a little less guilty about just hammering Jet like it's going out of style. Oh, I don't think we need it for this. These are like beginner Mirelurks. That's it. All right, Raybo's got a little bit lighter load for us this week. I'm only going to feature one of the mods he suggested because the rest I've seen in multiple other people's videos already, or they've been rocking on hot files for a while, or I've already featured them in a couple of my videos. And so this week we're going to talk about working beehives. You guys should definitely check this out. Monkey Spunk has been busting his butt on a giant mod, and he took out a little chunk of it that he felt would work great on its own, and that is working beehives. And this lets you live out all of your apiary fantasies. So you can become a beekeeper in your settlements, you can build little beehives, you can harvest honey, you can brew the honey into mead. It's really, really well thought out, and I actually helped out a little bit with some of the scripting, and it's just a great mod. You guys should definitely go check out Working Beehives by Monkey Spunk. Alright, Daka.
Hey.
So he's dead. First step done, and surprise, you're exactly as advertised. I suppose I owe Jammer those cats.
This drives me
I know
nuts
how to do my
about
job.
this
So you
game
do.
engine.
Jammer, once again, can
That the NPCs don't just stop and look at you when you start a conversation with them. They'll keep wandering around. It's ridiculous. All right. What is this? Quest locket? Oh, this is for the Abernathies. Ha! That's pretty funny.
Hello?
All right, so I think that wraps up that quest. Yeah, and then the other quests. Oh, we got some cool stuff around here. The other quests will trigger again from the bounty board. So I'm gonna just keep sleeping until they trigger because I think we've done all the rest of the bounties. So they should just be the next two bounties that come up. So let's do a little creative editing. All right, so we've got quest 2, Quarry, Quorum, Quandary, and we saved you the trouble of having to watch me trek. So we're back here. Let's talk to Becca.
And now all your lingering questions are answered. We can move on to the end game. We've got a chemist in our little family, and she cooked up these for us. Rage syringes.
Ha!
So, you'll take these.
We
and
actually,
Ack-Ack with
oh,
you.
this is so funny. We're running into a bug here where it skipped one of the quests. That's really funny. I've never even thought about that.
So
Is
she
that how that could
insisted on
happen?
coming with.
That, and she wanted to make sure everything went right. We put in a lot of work to get here.
Why do you have to do that?
Do what?
Don't speak over me like that. We've been over this, Hess.
No, I can say what I want, and we're wasting time, Angie.
Fine. We'll talk about this later. You can meet Ack-Ack when you get there or take her with you now. I don't care how you do it. But once you get there, you're shooting up some of the raiders and clearing out the camp. Good?
Rage.
How does it work?
That's for our chem specialists to know and for us to marvel at. Just take the fucking things.
All right, then. Let's
I'm
do
in.
this.
Let's do this.
Good. Come back when you're finished.
All right, so we have to follow Ack-Ack out there. So there's actually a second quest in there, which would have made a little more sense for her opening dialogue. Actually, also props to Saphira Joe, who wrote the dialogue for these characters. I love them calling each other out by their names because it kind of makes fun of the fact that all the raiders have these absurd names, and that really they would just be like names they came up for themselves to sound like badasses. And I know that wasn't the only reason she did that, but that really is funny to me. All right, so we're going to go out there. So there's actually a quest in between that's supposed to happen. I don't know why it didn't trigger, but it's going on my bug list. Wouldn't be a Let's Play vid if I didn't find a bug I need to fix. Ah, there she goes. She was stuck for a second there. Mad props to the voice actors who did Daka and Ack-Ack. Ack-Ack especially blew me away the first time I heard her because it was like she's like a dead ringer for Harley Quinn from the old Batman animated series, which I was just in love with back when that was on. There we go. And I'm sure all of you who have commented against the way we make Ophelia and Jammer walk everywhere were probably very happy to see Ack-Ack jogging to a destination.
Good, you're here. I hope you're ready. So, you need to have the syringer ready. Hit a few of them and watch what happens. They'll make this siege of ours a lot easier. Well then, if you're ready, let's do this shit!
Well, I wasn't about to let you have all this fun alone.
Good. Let's get this show on the road.
All right, now, I don't have... Oh, so carry weight transfer actually catches these temporary followers too. That's interesting. So I must have one hell of a 600 pounds. Oh, ridiculous. So I let's see here. Did they give me a syringer? Because I didn't have one, so I don't know if they handed me one. Let's find out. Let's look at all this mess. I when I turned on the companion transfer, I grabbed all the stuff that I had left on dog meat, which turned out to be all sorts of weapons and stuff. So I need to dump my inventory. Yeah, here we go. Cool. They gave us a syringer rifle. Let's pop out of here and let's not make the mistake of leaving power armor with a fusion core in it again. And then I haven't used a syringer in a long time. I think you hit reload and then it brings up your inventory. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's go pop some rage syringes. Lots of targets. I don't know how well this is going to work with this character. I am not much of a marksman, and I have no stealth. Oh, here we go. I see somebody right there. All right, let's see. Did I get him? We'll know real quick if I got him, because it's just frenzies people that you hit. It only works on humans, and unlike the... So there's already something like this in the vanilla game, but it has like a % chance to fail. And certain NPCs are immune, and this particular one always connects with human NPCs. So I'm not really sure, like on the lead time on the syringer. I haven't used it much. I used it a little bit when we were testing this quest, but not enough to be confident in where I'm supposed to be shooting. All right, let's try. Get you? I hear some gunfire, so I think I got somebody. Yep. All right, we got one. Once we get a couple of them, I believe Ack-Ack comments on it. All right, let's try you again. Yep, he's pissed. And he got grenaded real hard. Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting the key part of this game. Torso. There we go. All right. Now it's time. Let's go. Wait, am I? Oh, I forgot my power armor again. I am the worst at this game. All right, well, let's try that again. We lost some momentum, but it'll still work. All right, and we need our trusty shotgun. Thanks for standing on my grenade. Appreciate that. Oh, this storm is an epic backdrop. Whoa! Get dead. Yes, I love the fact that we don't have bullet sponging anymore thanks to better locational damage. Oh! No, I want to kill you and steal your dog. Oh, wait. Oh, I blew off your arm. There we go. There's your head. haven't used this thing in a while. I got boatloads of ammo for this from the gunners last episode. Yes! Oh, so satisfying. Love this weapon. I don't know if this thing's affected by Demolition Expert, but I started taking points in it because I love this weapon that much. I just want my explosions to go bigger and bolder. Let's go talk to Ack. I got caught up as part of Thicket Excavations, even though they're not actually there. Where is Ack-Ack at? Here. Ha. All right.
And here we are. Finally done.
So this little ending's going to make a lot less sense since we ended up over here.
What's the story with this place?
We need a home, and this was the place we wanted to come to? Fuck, I don't know. Daka picked the place out. I think it smells like mildew and lurk shit.
Usually this conversation would take place down at the bottom of the Thicket Excavations, but oh well.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Right? Frizen worked her ass off on those things. Daka and I don't get how they worked, but they sure did. I wish we could have gotten more of the little angels to help us out, honestly. But here we are. Done. We got it back. I got your payment with me. You've earned it. When Daka has more stuff for you, we'll let you know.
All right, so now we get to see if we experience a bug. I've seen a lot of people report it. It looks like we might be experiencing it. A lot of people have talked about how they end up with Ack-Ack permanently following them around, so we're going to find out if that happens to us. Let's see here. This is definitely not supposed to occur. It's time for Mod of the Week. This week's mod is Companion Carryweight Transfer by Dill Bill. This mod is a perfect example of a quality of life improvement that maintains the balance. Now, this mod is only available for PC right now because it does require the text input menu, which is a F4SE. I'm positive that this mod's idea could be done without the F4SE extender, so maybe Dill Bill will figure that out and go on it. And Dill, if you're listening, definitely reach out to me. I'll happily share my ideas of how you might do this. But this mod just is such a great quality of life improvement, maintains the balance, and I don't think I'll ever uninstall this unless somebody comes out with a better version. So definitely recommend Companion Carryweight Transfer by Dill Bill. All right, I had to do a bunch of console command hackery to get Ack-Ack off me, and now I have a save to research and try and figure out why this is happening. Oh, civilians are running. We are under attack at Sunshine Tidings, and that is because I never fixed my control, so I deserve this. Let's take care of business. Wait a second, who was frozen here? Alright, not one of our guys. Oh my god, there's so many of them. It's time. Whoops, not binoculars. Get out of here with that. Oh, yes. Who else is still alive? We got a ghost on our hands? You're the one running around invisible, you jerk. Oh no, Jesus, I didn't realize my health was that low. So now I bet you guys were expecting just a non-stop repeat of me attempting to defend Sunshine, dying over and over again, and eventually getting there. But instead, what happened is my game crashed. I loaded back in, and Ack-Ack was once again following me, defying all of the console commands I had done. Oh, there goes that defense again, so maybe you guys will still get to see that. But I ended up having to literally script the solution because it wouldn't work from console commands, but as soon as I wrote it into a script and ran it, worked totally fine. So this is what you're supposed to see at the end of Quorum Quandary, is that Daka, Ack-Ack move in, and then you'll see a whole bunch of the crew move in as well. This is how it's supposed to be. So if this didn't happen for you, if you've got Ack-Ack following you, or if Daka and company all stayed, in the satellite station, you've got a bug. And hopefully it will, this fix that I came up with will make it into tomorrow's patch. I'm filming this about a week before the patch, but and we need to test and make sure that my fix actually works. But hopefully that will make it in there. And then any of you guys who have this issue, I'll have it retro fix on your save. So those of you, I know I've had at least 3 or 4 requests asking me not to fix this bug because they liked Ack-Ack following them around, but not meant to be. Sorry, folks. All right, let's go defend Sunshine now and hopefully not die. All right, take 2. Starting out right. Oof. Oh, how did I miss there? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Grenade spam, my favorite way to deal with gunners. We get him? Uh-oh. We got the crazy thing going on here with the static collection. I think I figured out what that is. That happened last episode too. I think. Pretty sure it... No, maybe not. I wanted to say I think it's this hammock right here. But who knows? This is nutty. Look at this. What could it be? Alright, we got there. Now I can investigate this thing a little closer. So it's usually... So what I found so far is that what causes this craziness, and I'm sure a lot of it... Whoa, what is that? Shutdown finished on quest. Oh, ha! I still have some of my... So I have a alpha build of... Not of the Conqueror, as I mentioned earlier. I'm not running the latest build of that. I have a alpha build of a few scripts from Workshop Framework trying to solve a certain bug, which I did, and I'll get that in tomorrow's patch. But this is nutty. You guys are probably losing your minds with me staring at it so long. But it usually turns out to be when we use containers in our designs. So it's probably this container here or this one that are just like making the thing trip out. I bet this is causing crashes for some of you guys, so I'm going to make this a priority to fix. I don't know if I'll get it in for the patch because it takes a while to redo building plans and investigate all of them and fix models and everything, but I'm definitely going to put that on top of my priority list. So, all right, cool. So we defended. Hopefully we didn't lose too many guards. It looks like we probably did because let's see here. Yeah, there's one guy down. Oh, he's got a little carbine. Yeah, we probably lost some guys, so that's a bummer. I'm gonna have to do some more juggling. I think Sunshine and one other of my settlements. So one of the things I failed to consider when I ran my little raid and lost some guys last episode is that I was leaning heavily on my patrols to provide enough control everywhere. And since some of my warriors died, that reduced my control scores, so I really need to get some more guards in place in Green Top and Sunshine, or we're going to keep getting attacked. But fortunately, there's a little delay between attacks. So I think that's all the Raider stuff we're going to do today. So I've got plenty of bugs to fix, as is one of the big points of this series. So you guys can expect a bunch of bug fixes tomorrow. All right, let's head back to Sanctuary and do a little building. Endorsement time! So I actually don't have a lot to endorse this week. I'm still on the fence on a lot of these, or haven't seen them yet, so I don't want to endorse them without actually having played around with them. The one I had come in planning on endorsing, and I might have done it in the last video and just forgot, was the Companions auto transfer of their carry weight. I love that mod so much. In fact, that's definitely the mod of the week. It's such a great quality of life thing. But I must have done it either last week or I did it on Nexus and just forgot to save for the video. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and give a thumbs up for text input menu from Nyanko, which is a requirement of that. And because you know, whether or not I use this for anything else is irrelevant, it worked for that one mod. So that's all I need. So definitely take a few minutes, come into your Vortex profile and check this little box here, this endorse, change it to undecided, and then just run down and thumbs up all those mods you loved. And then if you really, really love a mod like I did for the companion carry weight, right click it, open the file, open on Nexus Mods here, and you can go leave a comment and let the author know how much you appreciate their work. All right, we are back at Sanctuary, and it is time to upgrade our steel mill, and that's going to unlock all sorts of stuff we can do. Probably going to do some bad things to our defenses, but when we get this, but we're going to go ahead and upgrade to the tool and die shop. So what that's going to do, for those of you guys who haven't seen this thing yet, it ends up allowing farms to upgrade to level 4, and I believe, it's been a long time to set this up, but I believe that as long as the farms have been around long enough, they can immediately start upgrading to level 4. So basically, either it'll just randomly happen while we're doing some other construction, or I might just take a quick snooze and see if it triggers, because the way Sim Settlements does its upgrades is rather than them constantly trying to fire off, which would be really bad for your system, it just checks every day or so to see if there's any plots eligible. So if I sleep, that should happen. But we're going to let that thing upgrade. I think that's the only thing that we have left to upgrade. I think everything else is, in our industrial center at least, is all level 3 already. I think we've pretty much got... We have a couple things we didn't do in the tech tree. The munitions plant, the... nuclear munitions plant. I don't remember the actual name of that one. I think are the 2 we haven't done. I think we've got everything else here, though. Oh, we didn't do the fuel depot yet, though I might do that because it would be a pretty huge boost here. The fuel depot increases efficiency of all of your advanced industrial, and so given how much we have here, that would be a pretty big boost to production. Not that we need more stuff. We're pretty overloaded. In fact, so far the only thing I keep running short on is concrete and duct tape, and duct tape is this is a little pet peeve of mine, and it's going to change the way, after having played on this character for so long, it's going to change the way I do certain things. So one of the things that a lot of mods do, and I'm guilty of this as well, is, and I'm going to show you guys, and you're also going to get to see my temporary clothing. I'm rocking a random t-shirt and jeans I had because I got tired of looking at my naked butt. But you'll notice if I go, and I can't even show you on this, but there's a, whatever mod changes this, and maybe this isn't mod, maybe this is something Bethesda did, in which case, shame on Bethesda. But repairing Raider power armor requires duct tape, and not just what would you call it? The stuff that comes from duct tape. Like, it doesn't just require adhesive, it's actual duct tape, which is a pain in the butt when you're crafting and you store everything in your workshop and things get auto-scrapped. And that is the thing I'm going to stop doing, is requiring very specific junk items, because it's very hard to cling on to those when the game kind of auto-scraps stuff during various points. So, like, while I get it, it's more immersive, and that's interesting in that regard. I think that adding the immersion in sacrificing the streamlined gameplay in that case, I think isn't worth it. I think, like, maybe it's worth it early on, like, you know, you're thinking about it. Like, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, that's pretty funny, and I like that. And then it got old pretty quick. So, like, I think my design change is going to be the 30 components or whatever there are in the vanilla game. That's enough. I don't need to make it harder on you guys to do stuff. So we'll just have to pick from those 30 approximate things that work for various quests. All right, let's check if it's enough of me complaining. Let's look at our tool and die shop here, see if it's done. I am going to start, I definitely am going to do like the full walled settlement. I started last episode, I started messing around with some security fencing over by the industrial. I'm not sure if I love that. What I might do is use that inside the settlement to separate the industrial from the rest of the settlement, as kind of like securing their technology or something. And then, but I really want to do the full junk walls all the way around the settlement. And we're going to see how bad I can melt my system with all of the stuff we're going to build up. But I had talked about in another episode, I was going to get some other mods with fencing, and I realized that would be counterproductive when the goal of this, we're going to try and turn this into a city plan at the end. So I don't want to introduce any more mod requirements. So instead, we're just going to stick to the stuff that's available in Project Blueprint, because any of you using Sim Settlements have this stuff available to build with. So we've got like these real basic, simple, small junk walls. We've got and then we've got, of course, the classic junk walls that come with in the vanilla settlement system, and then we've got these monsters, these tall ones, which PC Doug made popular with his build wall mod, and we've got access to them to similar. Maybe not, they're not as nicely done as the build wall as far as having snap points and stuff, but they'll serve the purpose for our case. And so I'm just thinking we'll just slowly go around the place, and I think we added snap points to these. And we'll just start surrounding the whole place with just a mix of Oh, am I getting called a liar here immediately about the snap points, or did I turn them off? I was playing around with some stuff off camera, trying to decide what I wanted to do with the security fencing walls. And no, I did have it on. So yeah, we must have not added snap points to these, and that's okay. This is likely something that was done already, and I just don't have the latest version of the Project Blueprint mods on this computer because I just don't do a lot of manual building anymore. So I probably just need to go install that. But these, I'm 99% certain that Whisper added snap points to these in a recent update. So for the rest of you guys using these out of the City Planners Toolkit, you'll have those nice and snapped. But yeah, I'm just going to do stuff like that. I think just fully wallets in with a variety of materials. I like the mishmash of stuff. And I like placing them up against. Here we go. Settlers have discovered generating advanced tools. The farmers there have started looking into making use of them. So that's the update you get after you build a tool and die plant. So that confirms that our farms are good to go. So I'm going to go have a sleep. This is basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to not make you guys watch. Either I want to do one of two things. Either I'm going to film all this and then ask our good friend Luke to do a time lapse to show you guys what happens. Or I'll just do it off camera, and then the next episode you guys will see that this whole thing has all been built up. I'm not sure which way we'll do it, but we're definitely going to go have a sleep real quick. In fact, let's just borrow somebody else's bed. You got a bed here I can use, bud? Some of the add-on pack authors have been clever about preventing doing that, but let's go ahead here. All right, let's hit a little wait, and I'll see you in a minute. Oh yes, it worked. So we took a little weight on the chair, and you can immediately see our farms all starting to pop because they've been here for so long. So they're going to start unlocking tier 4, which means our food is going to shoot through the moon to the point where I might have to remove some farms because otherwise I'm going to end up having to do. And I've added this thing, and I think I'm going to get rid of it. This is from Settlement Defense Kit. Let's get rid of that. And I don't want to have that in this because when we're going to do the city plan, so I don't want you guys to have to purchase any Creation Club content or anything. But yeah, so all of our farms, it looks like, are on the rise. So our food, yeah, it's already up at 65. It is, our meter hasn't quite caught up, but it's about to spike real high. So we'll take a little tour through there and check them out, and we'll pick our favorite ones to keep. We'll get rid of some more. So that means we get to do some plot design stuff today. We get to work on our commercial district, which is awesome. But yeah, let's get up a little aerial tour here. And and I'm having a little trouble with Workshop Plus with going in and out of flight mode. It doesn't seem to be detecting it. And this might be related to the issue with the Conqueror HUD coming up incorrectly. And I'm not sure on that though. So more stuff to add to my list to investigate. It's one of the interesting parts about about having so many mods in development and like trying to add so many features is that it gets very easy to step on your own toes. Like not even considering that I have over 200 mods installed now, and that a lot of them are probably stepping on each other. But even within my own stuff, I've got so many features that I'm managing that I can often run into a little trouble. So that's why we like doing bug fix patches, just to focus on stuff like that, so you guys aren't stuck with my blunders forever. All right, let's go ahead and throw it on as commercial. We can assume, I mean, even just at 65 food, not considering that there's 3 or 4 more plots to upgrade, we're going to be able to pull some farmers off of that duty. So let's get ourselves some more commercial. Because oh yeah, look at that. We need some water now because our farms are using too much. But I really want to get like a nice little Diamond City type thing going on where we've got just a crazy amount of shops all in a cluster, little shopping area. Love that feel. So let's go ahead and get another one across here. So originally I had done something like they were staggered here, and I kind of like that because this space is kind of awkward. I don't know what else I would do with it. So let's get that one back here. I think I had one quite a few episodes back. There was one sitting here, and I got rid of it when I realized my food problem. But now that that's solved, let's go ahead and let's poke a couple in right here. We'll try and get away with an overlap with this house, and we'll see what happens if they build something too monstrous. We'll swap it out. But all right, let's wire these guys into the grid. And we'll go ahead and complete the circuit here. All right, let's go check out our farm situation. Oh, I love this one. Big fan of Ruined World's work. Definitely going to keep that one. I don't know what this one is here. Let's see what's going on in the back here. What is this guy? All right, produces 17. What's going on with this? This is a weird one. I don't think I've seen this one before. Let's check it out. Whose is this? Look at plaque. Rabbit container by LTIRP. Are there rabbits in there? They all broke free, bud. There's one of them. Oh, there's another one. Your rabbits all broke free, man. Can I? How do you even get in there? Oh, I bet this is like he removed. Yep, remove the collision. Love it. That's clever.
Yeah.
Hi, settler. Is this climbable? No. I like this. This is a nice little design. Very interesting. Feels a little bit like more like a shop than a agricultural. So that's on my chopping block. I love the design, but for farm's sake, got another 2-step garden back here. I really want to keep this just because it's like having a Brahmin farm just feels right. I've never seen the tier 4 of this though, and it looks like I don't know what's going on with it here. Where's the? I got this thing turned around. No, here it is. Look at plaque. Whoa! Put away the machete, bud. You're gonna scare the people. The milking pen. Okay. All right. We'll see what that one looks like. I think we have some farms inside. Those are probably the ones I'm gonna get rid of. The interior ones, just because I think I've mentioned this many times. I just love the profile of the outside plots. I love seeing. Oh, but this is too cool with all the the toilets and everything. What level is this guy? Did you make it up to level 4 yet? Level 3 still, so you haven't upgraded. So you might be going just because you haven't upgraded, and because you know I don't see it that often, so it'll just be an empty house. Okay, so just had a little interesting experience there, and it brings up a good time to talk about something. So one of the things I love to do in this series is talk to you guys about some of the little details that go on in the background in some settlements, and hopefully help you guys understand the model a little better. So I ended up having to leave the game running overnight to clear up all of my scripts. The backup had gotten really bad, and the reason for that is, so what happened is the tool and die unlocked tier 4 farms, which then got our food meter filled, which then triggered a whole bunch of our residential to upgrade. So we had like 30 plots upgrade all at once, and it just got the game chugging real hard. And I just basically, the way I like to do it to clear up my scripts is I set my time scale to 1, so it was real time, and then I just left the game running overnight. And then when I came back, everything had finished upgrading, and now everything's running snappy again. So obviously on Xbox, it's harder to do something like that. PC, not a problem to just set your time scale down through the console. And you don't even have to set the time scale down. I just did that to make sure that my Conqueror stuff wouldn't start triggering, and we'd end up with a whole bunch of raids while I was asleep at night, and then wake up and my army would be all dead and my settlement's taken over. But you can also just usually if you leave your game running for 15-20 minutes and then come back, and you'll see that a lot of the work will have cleared up. But the way Sim Settlements does code-wise, it tries to do things is it does things in what I would call burst scripting. So it tends to do most of its work while you're in settlements, and it will try and, so then it'll end up with kind of a queue of things that need to happen, and they'll all try and happen while you're hanging out in the settlements, so that way Sim Settlements isn't interfering with your more intense gameplay. Like, I don't want a burst of scripting to hit when you're in the middle of combat, slowing the game down potentially, or causing some of your mods that use scripted mechanics, like something like Ack-Ack. We don't want we don't want Sim Settlements interfering at those times where it's really important that everything's snappy, because Sim Settlements stuff doesn't need to run super snappy. It can take a little while for things to upgrade or whatever, and it's not really it's not as big a deal as if something like a gun or grenade doesn't have its script run on time. That would feel really bad. Whereas Some Settlements, if a plot takes a little longer, you'll get over it, and it'll go through eventually. So for that reason, if you ever run into an issue where Sim Settlements suddenly seems like it's not responsive, you have plots seemingly stuck in upgrade or NPCs not assigning, it's your best bet is to just kind of not pause the game, but just like leave your character standing somewhere and just walk away for a little while and come back, and everything will clear up. So that's what's happened here. We've got all of our stuff upgraded now. You can see we got tons of tier 3 stuff everywhere. Like this plot I'm definitely getting rid of. That's way too clean. But I think we can now get rid of happiness plots. So as soon as I build this next water pump, so you can see we're 1 water short. So as soon as I build this guy, we'll be at enough water, which means our happiness is going to be fine just by nature of us having enough defense, food, and water. So, and we pretty much are done. Like, we've built all of our plots are level 3 or 4, except for a couple of the new recreation or new commercial rather that we've built. So I can clear out a couple of recreational plots and get some shopkeepers for our last 2 shops, and then I think we're basically done with Sanctuary as far as new plots go. I think everything nothing should change anymore because there's no more upgrades to do. Even when the shops upgrade, they're going to have a pretty minimal impact. So I'm going to go ahead and plop down this water pump back here to get our water in a good spot, and then we're going to go ahead and knock down this thing. Actually, let's go ahead and find the owner. Are you the owner of this? No, you're Phineas. You are running a new shop. So let's see if the owner's in here. There he is, or she is. All right, you're going to come work one of our new shops, which my goal is to set up an armor shop, and I don't know what the other one will be. Maybe a furniture store. We don't have a furniture store. I think we got everything else, though. We've got scrap. We've got a bar. Weapons. This one I'm gonna make armor. So then we've got the 3 equipment shops right next to each other. Oh, 4 rather, because we got the clothing store right there. And we've got our clinic right here. So then I guess this guy right here is going to be our furniture store, and we'll have a nice little commercial district here, which I love. The commercial's definitely my favorite plot type. Especially love when they have big giant signs on them and stuff. That's my favorite, which is why the tier 3 for any of the stuff that I've created, you'll notice generally tend to have a big obnoxious sign on the top of them. So we're going to finish up our commercial district. So we'll try. So our happiness is still on the rise. That's what we want to see. So we'll try and knock down another recreational plot. I got to remember where they all are. So this one I kind of like. I think it's pretty funny that we've got the outhouses right here. So I want to leave that one. But I got a couple tucked away back here that I'm not in love with. Yeah, like this guy. We can get rid of you. And then if we decide to bring, I'm not sure, like I'm currently debating because we have 51, which is an awkward number. I kind of wanted it to be 50. But at the same time, we've got our nice equilibrium going here. We've got too much food, but we've got this weird situation here where if I knock down a farm, I think we'll end up 1 food short. Oh, and it looks like somebody who was assigned to this is gone anyway. So let's get rid of you, and then we're probably gonna have to do some rewiring because I think you were kind of pivotal. Let's see. Let's check that theory though. Maybe not. Let's see. Is everything's still powered? But we'll go ahead and connect this. I like having all the grids connected, and we definitely want our nuclear power plant's grid to be part of the rest of the settlement. Is that gonna reach? No. All right, we're gonna have to put another power pole in. Excuse me. All right, so that destroying that one didn't buy us a new settler, but that also means we can knock down another recreational because that one wasn't even having an impact. Because when there's no one assigned, the bonuses don't actually apply anyway. All right, so let's get our. I've been using not that one. I've been using these. I think. Let's see. I can't. Oh, it's running into the building. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought they would go through when you move them. All right. Well, whatever. We're gonna place one of these. Oh, let's see. Did I turn off surface snap? Surface snap on. There we go. All right. Well, I don't know if this is the one we were using or not, but I don't care. That's good enough. All right. Let's wire to you. And then let's wire into our industrial grid. Okay. And I think, yeah, these are all connected in a circuit, so we're good there. What about you? Is this guy... Is this rogue connected? Yeah, everything's connected up. Okay, so we've got another spot. We could sneak in another house or something, although... Oh, let's get rid of this. This also might be where we put the edge of... I was talking about setting up industrial fencing to separate out our industrial from the rest. That might happen over here or something. I'm not sure. I'm still going to play around with that because the next goal here, now that we're basically wrapping up our plot situation, is going to be... I'm going to finish up the wall all around, and then I'm going to... add some little touches, little details and things that I think are missing based on the way the plots are at, and then we'll start regressing and turning this into... so then the settlement time we do during these episodes will be showing you guys how I approach building a city plan, which I think will be fun. It'll be a nice change of pace. You guys have watched me build this thing for a long time now, so it's it'll be fun to change it up with what we're doing. Oh, look, my Brahmin's on the roof. Hey, bud. Everybody loves seeing that. Brahmin's on the roof. All right, so okay, we got a shop building here. I don't know what this one is. Oh, it's a weapon store. We'll have to change that out. All right, so we're looking for another recreational plot we can get rid of. I also think I want to get rid of this nasty mess. What I'm thinking I will do, I don't know if we have enough power for it, but I'm thinking we will upgrade our, we're gonna upgrade our coal plant into another nuclear reactor, and then the 2 nuclear reactors will be more than enough to power this whole place, and I think that'll look good as our final situation for final level of sanctuary here. But I'll play around with that off camera because I got to see as soon as I knock down the coal plant, it's gonna kill 50 power. So it might be that I have to temporarily build extra generators, which will just make this situation over here even worse temporarily. All right, so let's find our recreational plots. I know we've got this one. I like this one right in the middle of all the housing. But I know I've built a lot of them, so I just got to find them. It might be that I stuck one inside of a building or something. So let's take a peek. No, not in here. Oh, I think this is what I've been using as my player bed. I didn't make much use of that. I was going to build myself a fancy house, but I never really followed through. I ended up building myself a bed and threw down a bunch of flowers to help out with happiness. I was secretly cheating happiness because I knew I was going to have to go way too hardcore with the recreational plants, and didn't want to do that. All right, let's see here. What is this in here that I built? I'm pretty sure I built... and I apologize if I'm making you guys sick from spinning my camera all over the place. Pretty sure I have another recreational plot somewhere that we can... Oh, here it is. It's the one that had the mutant running around. All right, so this one... All right, we're going to just assign you. We're going to assign Luke. We'll leave that one there in case we need it. But yeah, happiness is at 82 already. We only need it to be 80 for anything. The only time you need it to go higher than 80 is if you care about a particular achievement to get up to 100, or if you're doing a city plan. City plans require 90 to get to level 3, but for general plots, they only require 80 to get to level 3. So now we'll see. Let's see how long this takes to assign. I'm gonna go change this guy over to an armor store in the meantime, because it looks like we got. This looks like Hewitt's Raider store, I believe, which obviously not what we want here. Yeah, Guns and Death definitely sounds like a Raider store. So let's change this guy out. All right, let's grab the first one that sounds like a non-Raider armor store. Let's see, lots of chem shops, military surplus, no. Sim security? No, I can't see a preview of that. I might just build our armor store because I actually like. I know I'm in the minority here, but I actually love the Protectron that shouts out at level 3 of the Secure Stop store. We might end up using that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. We're going to build Secure Stop here. I'll let that build. And then what did you end up with? I think this is where we determined we're going to do a furniture store, which I'm curious. I actually want to use a... yeah, it actually built a furniture store. That's funny. I actually want to try. I want to see if there's an add-on pack furniture store we can try, because I haven't seen many other people's furniture stores, and I know a few of them have it in. And it looks like our water is short again, so I must have cut power to one of our big water generators. So I'll have to fix that. Let's see here. Any of you sound like a furniture store? And maybe there aren't any other 2x2 furniture stores. Yeah, there aren't any. Oh, franchise kit. I have the donut shop one from Mega Pack. It looks like there aren't. Wow, that's a hole. If any of you add-on pack authors wanting to fill, it looks like there's only one 2x2 furniture stop available. Because I think I have all of the add-on packs installed now. I might be missing something though. But I know there are. I've seen a couple of the relatively new. It's not new. It's been around. The furniture store was actually introduced in a patch for ROTC, so sometime last year, and I don't know if anybody else ended up releasing any. I'm pretty sure I saw an interior in somebody's add-on packs, but it looks like furniture stores are short. We can have more representatives because there's a lot of furniture. There's a lot of custom furniture that people have added into their add-on packs, but not. Oh, I heard a radio. I'm gonna have to go track that down in a little bit. All right, let's figure out this water situation. Well, what just happened? Because now our happiness is on the decline, and I'm sure it's because of the water, because we're down to 35 water. Oh, and of course flight's not working once again. There we go. There's the flight. All right, let's see. Did we power these down by mistake? You're running. Yeah, here we go. This one. Well, that's only 10 of the water, though. That's not enough to make sense of it. Why are you not powered? You've got power. Get out of here, radio. I don't know who put that up. So I'm thinking that this isn't due to lack of actual power, because we have a lot of power. I think this is I screwed up the wiring somewhere by knocking stuff down. So we'll just connect a few random things and see if we solve the problem. Let's go check our water filtration plant. Make sure I didn't depower that somehow. Nope, you're good. We'll wire you up a little tighter too. Everything seems wired and powered. But that's a pretty serious hit to water, so something definitely went wrong. Alright, I guess we're going to have to build ourselves another... Okay, good. You're powered now. No, wait, what was that about? This is powered. Oh, I've got 2 of them right here. Okay, wait, are you even wired? No, you're not even wired. Well, that would explain. Although I think, let's see, we need at least another, we're going to need a bit more water than this thing could even produce. That would put us at 45. So we'll actually, let's build another industrial purifier here for now, because I'm not ready. I don't want to build another water plot because we're trying to wrap up our commercial anyway. So let's build this guy. Wire you into the grid, and maybe we'll get rid of this. That should be plenty. There we go. 65 water, more than enough. Plenty of power for that. Okay. There we go. And now that happiness will fix itself in a little bit once that gets an update. All right. So I think we're... Or did we still not find the recreational plot? No, we did. We left it empty. So it's that the robot one. I have to decide if I want to scrap or not. All right. Our furniture store is almost complete here. Yep. He's already actually working it. He didn't even finish building. He's just going to let it robo build. I don't know what happened to our doctor. Oh, there we go. Got our nice little commercial circle almost wrapped up. And then obviously we got to let that level up to level 3, and it'll be a little more fantastic to look at. I know the bar gets a bunch of lights and a sign. There'll be this big projectile on here. The only thing I don't love about this placement, and I don't know what to do about it here, is that it's going to cover our Atom Cat sign. Isn't going to be quite as visible anymore. So I might scoot this back a little bit and just tighten up the space here. In fact, yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. Yeah, rebuild same model. Let's scoot you back a bit. Actually, can we bring it all the way off of the ledge here? All right, enough of that. Enough with the falling down. How's that look? I think maybe scoot it down. Oop. No, I want to grab onto the plot itself. Let's turn off surface snap. We can get some fine-tuned control. Okay. I like that. I was worried about this being a little too tight, but I honestly don't care anymore. I think the guys can path there. Our little our single guard can path back there, and it'll make sure that nothing blocks our cool little Atom Cat sign. Okay, cool. So I'm liking this. So next episode, when you guys come back, maybe I will finish up this fence and do that as a time lapse. Run out of time because I basically had to let this run overnight to fix the scripting problems that I'm not going to have time today to go through and play some more. So we'll do that next week. And maybe you guys will get to see what this thing is going to finally look like.